As the D-Day to some key elections in Nigeria draw closer, the protagonists continue to weave intricate lines of influence to get the voting populace on their side. The run-up to the elections has also seen defections, some political recalibrations to keep the opponents guessing. We look at all this and the readiness of the key players, the political parties, the candidates and the umpire as the clock ticks towards election morning. Also on political update today, Edo and Ondo governorship polls still a year away, but the intrigues are playing out already. I am Fisayo Ogunfuyi. Welcome. The national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, says the party will appeal the High Court judgment barring the party's candidates from contesting the November 11 governorship election. He appealed to members of the party to remain calm.
Fortunate that judgment, but we can say that it is democracy in action. But we learned that the person who took the issue to the court of law is not even qualified because he did not contest with the silver. Therefore, he's not even qualified for him to take the issue to the courts. However, last 2 weeks I was in Bayelsa for 2 good days, and I think they were ready, and they are still ready to win the election. Therefore, this is a little distraction anyway, but we will overcome it. We believe the appeal court will give us a positive judgment so that but that will not stop us from making arrangement for the forthcoming election, which is coming up on the 11th November 2023.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has urged the people of Imo State to re-elect Governor Uzodimma to ensure that the state remains connected to the national political power grid for the overall development of the state in particular and the southeast in general. He gave the advice in Owerri during the official flag-off ceremony of the Imo State APC governorship campaign.
Waiting at the Dan Anyam Stadium, APC faithful of hope in the Imo governorship election cheered the campaign team on arrival. Promise upon promise, the speakers recounted the achievements of the Hope Uzodimma administration in the last 4 years, despite security challenges in the region.
From a paltry 16 billion, he has increased the IER to over 30 billion per annum. He has built some of the state-of-the-art roads here in Imo State for the purpose of consolidation and continuity. It's exceedingly important for the people of Imo to rally down this gentleman and get him re-elected to a second term.
It is important because it has been a culture. When new government comes, it abandons the works of previous government. So we are urging you in our own case, in your own case, we need continuity. Continuity will lead to consolidation. Consolidation will lead to sustainability. Sustainability will lead to progress. And progress will lead to prosperity.
Who is objective and honest will quickly tell anybody who cares to know that the Imo State we met in 2020 is no longer the same Imo State of today. A lot of remarkable improvements have been made in virtually all the sectors of the economy and politics.
Now moving to the states that are still about a year away, a youth group under the banner of Ondo Youth Initiative has urged the leadership of the All Progressives Congress to wade into the rift between the governor of Ondo State and his deputy in achieving at least some amicable resolution. Let's take that report.
I want federal government to look into this matter, especially APC, because this is how it all starts. We don't want it to be like the past that when the politician will think that it's two politicians that is fighting themselves. But at the end of the day, it will be affecting we masses in the states. So we don't want that. APC have to do something. Look at Edo State. It's happening in Edo State, and they find solution to their own. The governor and the deputy governor, they are united now. We want that in Edo State as well.
We just want peace in Ondo State. That's all we want. That's all we are asking as the Ondo State youth living here in Abuja.
It is still a year away, but the road to the Edo State Government House is equally gathering momentum. We have seen arguments on the zoning principles of the state, defections, and even apology letters. Joe Ikpea, a former local government chairman and former commissioner in Edo State, joins us today from Canada via Zoom. If we can get him, is he still on? Mr. John,
good morning.
Good. Oh, it's actually afternoon here. I understand it's morning in Canada.
Good afternoon.
Yes. So let's start like this. Is it true that you have also thrown your hat in the ring as well?
Sure.
So tell us, in terms of this, is the concept of, is it a Joe Ikpea concept of leadership that you want to project, or is it the growing clamor for Edo Central to get its turn in the saddle?
Honestly, I must tell you, it's my personal call because, like you rightly said, I was one time local government chairman. Not only that, I also work in Suburb. I represent Edo Central in Suburb. I also one time a chairman of Edo State Library Board and local government chairman. In my time as local government chairman, we know it was difficult for council to pay salaries. And with the kind of person I am, the kind of upbringing I have, and because of the background I have, because of the training I have gone through all my lifetime, I was able to make sure that people in my local government get paid and when due. Most council chairmen were owing about 18 months, 22 months. I left the council without owing the dime. And for that reason, the company governor, who was the governor of the state then, gave me a letter of commendation. And I think, and look at my background, look at the experience I have in the past years in the oil and gas industry. I think Edo State need a better governor this time around. I know we messed it up before. We messed it up by bringing somebody we call a technocrat. You can be PhD holder. If you don't have the experience of politics, you can never do it well. That is why I think my person of me can actually do the corrections and make this work for Edo people again. Because right now, Edo has failed us. The government we have has failed Edo people. And I believe that with me, I think this will work again.
All right, let's, okay, before, perhaps I put the car before the horse, on what platform would you want to, express this, wish, and perhaps let it all play out for the people to come and, perhaps endorse you as, the next man to occupy that house in GRA, the government house in GRA. What party are you what's the party that you're, going to be contesting on?
I'm surprised you asked this question. I'm a founding member of APC, which I started the party from ACD to ACN and APC that it is today. I'm a founding member. I'm a financial member. Among the people who built this party when there was nothing, a lot of people were laughing at us. They were saying AC. They call it AC without compressor. But today we grew that AC. I was able to, when I was the local government chairman, I came in under ACN. It was during my time, it was changed to APC. So I am contesting under the platform of APC, to be precise.
I don't know whether maybe our communication is firm enough. You may have listened to my intro. I said it has been a season of cross-carpeting, and I found the situation. I found it during the course of this programming, while speaking to other candidates as well. We've seen a situation where we've seen a number of your colleagues on the terrain, cross-carpeting. Even as we speak, in the last few months, we've seen a few of them. So perhaps maybe in your case that is different. But let's move on to, in terms of, concrete issues, what you want to bring on board. Before we even go there, let's look at, the politics that is playing out right now. We've seen a lot of people throw their hands in the ring. We've seen some told to step back, a bit based on the fact that the some people are saying it is a turn for your region. Do you agree in terms of your senatorial district perhaps being pushed forward for this turn in the saddle? Or is it, would you endorse everybody coming and then we having a peak of the best?
Well, you know, politics is always like that. In politics, people struggle to get what they want. And to be fair and let you know that those people that I know, we are very considerate people. We are always considerate. We believe in fairness. Not with that people are coming here and there that want to contest, they want to join on the race. It doesn't really matter, but I think when the time comes, the leaders of the parties will look at it critically. And in that vein, they'll be able to say, okay, let's do it this way, let's do it the other way around. But I'm quite sure that the people from Edo North and Edo South who are also clamoring for this position knew absolutely well that it is time for Edo Central. And I believe they knew it, and those of them who are trying to also join the race here and there also knew that Edo would deserve better judgment in terms of fairness. And I believe that when by the time we sit at the round table within ourselves to have a discussion, I think these things will be looked at in every perspective. And for that reason, joining the race because I am joining the race because I feel I really want to join the race because I know it is my turn as a human being. It's my turn because I'm a founding member of the party. It is my turn to give what I have, what I've acquired over the years, the experience I've acquired over the years, to participate in this race of governorship. Because I'm also very sure and convinced that the other people, they know the name Ikbeya. Ikbeya is a name people respect because we have in my background, we have integrity. We have integrity that we don't want to dent. And for that reason, I think people will also want to look at that vein.
All right, let me give you an opportunity for the last few moments. Though your party is the ruling party in the center, you're an opposition as far as the Edo State is concerned. Getting back to the government house may not be as easy as you feel. Do you agree?
Honestly, I quite agree that it may not be very easy, but I said earlier, I don't we know we always go for the best. We made a mistake of bringing somebody to call a technocrat. Well, brought technocrat, where are we today? Edo State, we have no single road to pass in the state because we brought a technocrat. No Edo man. We want somebody that will come again and further destroy the state. So for that reason, and looking at the PDP as a party, you can understand they have a lot of issues as well. I know issues can be resolved within a very short time, but I also believe that they have a lot of crisis. That's why you see that most of them are cross-carpeting to APC. So it's the key way the major people who make PDP what they are joining APC. So that is the further edge to APC. So I also believe that when the shifts are done, people will know where to go to because today we are suffering. People are suffering. There's no single infrastructure on ground to tell us this where we are. So I think the Edo people will not. I know the government have power to do and not do, but in the case of Edo always want the best, and Edo will not want to go back to where we're coming from. That's my thought and belief.
All right. We would perhaps leave this page open to see how things pan out in your state. A lot of people also coming to your party. Some heavyweights also cross-carpeting into your party. Some leaving your party as well to what many will likely refer to as a third force now, the Labour Party. Are you stronger or weaker for it?
Well, in politics, you can't actually say you are stronger or weaker, but I think the people that determine that on my side, I know who I am. Like I know who I am, and I know what I'm capable of doing. And the people they also know who Ikbeya is as a person, also know what they can do. So I'm quite sure whatever who the party pick, in the PDP pick or Labour, whatever, and I'm very optimistic that APC will pick me because they know my contributions to the party, they know my strength politically, they know the kind of vision I have. So with those ones, I think whatever the other parties bring to contest with me, I think it will be a walkover.
All right, we wish you the very best. Hopefully we will be back on ground very shortly and perhaps bring some of those things in Canada that is working to your state, as we move ahead. Mr. Joe Ikwe, thank you for being a part of Political Update.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.
All right, political parties' representation in the Senate has dropped from 7 to 6, less than 4 months into the life of the 10th Senate. This is as a result of the defection of Senator representing Anambra South, Patrick Ifeanyi to the All Progressive Congress APC from the Young Progressive Party YPP.
Irreconcilable differences between me and the leadership of my party. I have therefore resolved to move from the Young Progressive Party YPP to the most important party in Africa, the All Progressives Congress. As a dedicated politician and a representative of my people, I believe that this move has become exigent owing to the growing need and call from my constituents to align myself, my political party, and my people with the best values and practices inherent in the All Progressive Congress.
Right, in the course of this program, in subsequent editions of the program, we'll get Senator Ifeanyi into the studio to tell us exactly what has happened moving from the YPP to the APC. Now, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, says the federal government is open to partnerships geared towards deepening democratic governance for national development. The SGF stated this when he received a delegation of former deputy governors forum in his office.
This warmth reception is an indication of a long-standing relationship amongst these men of like minds. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, is delighted to see the forum is still keeping a united front, despite members' diverse backgrounds and political affiliations. These attributes he once replicated in Nigeria's larger society. He therefore expresses the confidence that the forum has a lot to offer, of which the country could leverage in growing the economy and upholding national unity.
There is more we can achieve as one people. Whether the person in the villa is APC or his PDP, he's this. The most important thing is that at a point in time, you must have only one leader. And today, by the grace of God and the instrumentality of our people, the President of Nigeria is Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC. It is our lot, as also former governors, to give him your full support so that he can serve our people to the best of his ability.
For the visitors, it was also an opportunity to intimate the SGF on the activities of the forum.
Our focus being to ensure enhanced relationship in the way governance is attended to at the subnational level.
All right, we end the program this way. Now, media men are expected to cover politics without any sentiment. But what happens when the election is for media men or broadcast executives? Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Television Authority, Saliu Abdulhamid Dembos, has emerged chairman of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, BORN.
It was a convergence of who is who in the media industry in Nigeria, and also a large turnout of management staff of the NTA, as the authority's Director General signified interest for the leadership of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, BORN. Longest-serving chairman of the organization, Abubakar Jijiwa, was the returning officer for the election of chairman and vice chairman.
So is it the desire and decision of all members to vote for Saliu Abdulhamid Dembos as the next chairman of BORN? All support say aye. Aye.
And the long-awaited time came as NTA's Director General and the quintessential broadcaster, Saliu Abdulhamid Dembos, emerged new chairman of the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria. while the Chief Operating Officer, DAR Communications PLC, Tony Akiotu, is Vice Chairman.
I think from the vibrancy and also contributions that we have seen, members are ready to cooperate and work hand in hand so that we surmount and overcome the problems that we are facing. And I want to assure the members, of course, and Nigerians, that the broadcast organizations in this country will give them nothing but the best.
The chairman and myself will work together to ensure that the media occupies the right place in the scheme of things.
The incoming chairman was unopposed, while the vice chairman had the only contender step down for him. The exchange of baton from the outgoing to the incoming is expected to take place at the end of October 2023.
That concludes political update. Perhaps to get the new incoming chairman of Bond to come in and unfold his manifesto for the organization. That has been political update for this week. Many thanks for being a part of it. From now until we meet again on Tuesday, please play your politics for the greater good and keep it locked on the Nigerian Television Authority, Africa's largest and finest, for news, reviews, previews, and interviews. Bye-bye now.